Thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Good afternoon, judges. And good afternoon, guests. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Madras, and today I would like to talk about the person who inspired me the most. And in ancient Sanskrit, there's a saying, they say, Mata, Pita, Guru, Deva. Mata means mother. Pita means father. Guru means Acharya, the teacher. And the last one is only the God. So first one who gave birth, who brought us to the world, is a mother. And the mother introduces you saying, this is your father. That's how we come to know who father is. So mother is the most important person in the world. And we never know the love of the parent until we become parents ourselves, right? So that's the mother. The moment a child is born, mother is also born. She never existed before. The woman existed, but the mother never, until she had a baby, right? So mother always has to think twice. One for herself, once for her children. So I remember the way my mother grew up in the family. I brought some pictures of my mother's family also. If my mother passed away 10 years ago, if she were alive today, she will be 192 as of today. And this is the group picture I got from India. It was taken in black and white. And this was at the time my mother got married, 1936. This is where my mother's standing. And this is my mother's father, mother's mother. She had three brothers and three sisters. And all of them are gone. No, only except the first two here. They are still alive. The one uncle is there in India. He's in Bangalore. He's 88 years old. The other aunt is there. She is 86 years old. They're very old, octogenarian. But I still, whenever I go to India, I go and visit them, see them, because they are the only one survivor from my mother's family. The reason I brought this photo was, in those days, she got married in 1936. Women didn't have freedom. They didn't have freedom to vote. They didn't have the right to go to school. They can work. And my mother went to high school only. She couldn't go any further than that. And then my uncle was studying. He worked in a court here, the one who was standing here, with a special costume. He was working in a high court in India. And he was a special clerk for the, he reads information before the court reporting service came. He used to read all the verdict before it is signed by the judge. And he was one of the most important persons reading that. Make sure the judgment was correct before it is signed by the judge. So he was a bench clerk actually, that's what they called in those days, in the 1930s. And he was a very nice man, affectionate man. He was very close to my mother, close to my father too. And he said everybody should go to school, women should go to school, they should get educated. My mother went to high school, and then after that she got married. After she married my father, she came to another state. This was mother's state. She came to another state in India. She joined our family. And then the other sister was here. She went to school, but at the time my grandmother passed away. So she could not continue school. There was no female in at home. So she discontinued, stayed home, took care of the family. So my mother, my uncle, they said, the youngest one who's sitting in the middle, she also passed away 3 months ago. She was 80. She died. She went to school in spite of all the hurdles. Everybody passed away. She went to school. She finished a bachelor's degree in science, chemistry, and then she also did the teaching credential called BT, Bachelor of Teaching. They went to school for 3 years. She finished it, and she was a teacher. I met her 3 months ago, spoke to her, and then 3 months ago she said she passed away. But she worked as a teacher. She was a role model. She said, my mother was a role model for her, even though she resembled my mother. At that time she was very young. She was only like 8 years old, sitting in the middle of the chair. And these two pictures, the uncle is still there. He is 88. At the time, the studio said they could not accommodate him. They put a stool there and asked him to sit separately from there. He was upset. That's why his face was like this one. Sometimes he was not happy. You can look at the face. I asked my uncle, why you look like this? All other people are smiling, happy. How come you're like this? Oh no, the guy, photographer, asked me to sit on a stool. So he didn't like it. So he's sitting there. But now they're all grown and they have grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So this is the picture of my mother. Where before, at the time she married, she had this one. In those days, they used to have ornaments on the arms also. There are costumes, Indians, when girls get married, they put all the ornaments at that time. They want to see the wedding after the wedding. They put a string also on the neck. It be made of thread or made of gold chain. That is a symbol, meaning that we have a ring for the male members. They have a chain, gold chain on the neck, meaning that they are married. And when they look at them, they see the chain there, yeah, they're married. So that's how they differentiate people from they're married or single. And this is the picture of my father and mother when they got married. And my dad was an engineer, a civil engineer, and he was very nice. He was the only son in the family, but he was very nice, affectionate. He didn't have any sister, so he was nice to my mother's sisters also, and extremely, he went with them to school, and everybody got a good education, went to university and studied well. The reason I said that, my mom was not only nice to her family and our family. We had a maid when I was 5 years old, and she didn't go to school because she was a maid servant. She used to help us in the household once a week and doing cleaning, dishes, washing, everything, arranging things, rearranging things in the room. And she said, oh, I've got 3 daughters and a son. I don't know what to do with them. My mother said, put them to school. Send them to school. Let them get the education. And he said, oh, no, I'm only a servant. It doesn't matter. I can help you. Help and send them to school. Let them get education. The education is the main thing for all women. Not only women, everybody should do that. And they went there, went to school. And the maid servant daughter is in India. She's working in a software company. Can you believe that? She always remembered that she was working with us. I will never forget your mother because she educated you. She not only educated you, she educated our family for the economic upliftment, whatever it is. So you cannot discriminate anybody just because they're a maid servant, household owner, or she helped everybody. And that's the most important thing. That's what I miss with a lot of people, around the world, not only here, other places. They're nice, they're good, but still, they don't have that compassion. When they're with mother, mother looks at them like an area view. For her, all are same, son or daughter, no matter how old or how old young they are. But once they grow up, they say, oh, that's mine. This is my house. This is my car. They become very possessive. They don't have that compassion, like motherly affection they have. But that's the thing, we should not go by that. My only thing, I would like to end this presentation with a note that the human spirit, from the famous psychologist, Dr. Sayer, he said human spirit is the more important, wonderful drug. That's what needs to be nourished, is family, friendship, and others, whatever that is important to us, play, friendship, family, and these are the things that really matter to us, and not other things. Let me end, I think I have past my time. Let me end this one. I have friends, not only they help, this is a group picture I took 20 years ago, my classmates who studied with me. They are all retired, except myself, that's me standing there 20 years ago. And they're retired, and the only one still working here. And that's about it. And here, my wife and I, we live in Carmichael. And 2 months ago, I bought a house. This is a picture of me and my wife. That's about it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thanks.